Roses are red, violets are blue. All I need is a taste of you, 'cause I'm addicted to you. That's what the note says, kept aside with the breakfast and the fridge. Reading this, you could feel the warmth of the blush as it crawled up your neck. Oh God, what's wrong with you? Now, why does he affect you so much? You sigh in relief when you realize he is not there in your home. You didn't want to face him, or more clearly, face your feelings towards him. After tossing and turning all night trying to fight his hold, his touch, his scent, invading your nostrils, your senses, you try to have a distance between you and him, so you don't feel his skin on yours, but you don't know what he is made up of. Whenever you try to get away from his hold, thinking he is sleeping, he would tighten his arms around you. You sigh with relief knowing that nothing happened except the kiss. At the college, after attending all the classes, Eva and you decided to have some food at the cafeteria. Sipping the shake, you thought about how much you liked his kisses. Shame burned through you, realizing you don't didn't even stop him, or maybe you didn't want him to. What happened, Ryan? Eva's voice snapped you out of your thoughts. Nothing. You shrugged. Ryan, I have been noticing you are very quiet these days and always seem so zoned out. What's the matter? You wanted to tell her about everything, but you didn't know. You don't know how to tell her. Your mind is like a fog when it comes to him. No, it's nothing, Eva. You try to convince her. We always have shared everything, she said. I don't know why you have to lie to me. I'm here for you, Ryan, always, she said with a cheerful smile on her face, and then you decided you will tell her everything tonight. You invited her for the sleepover. Someone ringing your doorbell, you woke up from your nap. You opened the door while yawning, wearing an oversized shirt. You opened the door thinking it might be Eva. A delivery for Miss Ryan, he said, handing you the flowers and a bag. Okay, thanks, you said after signing the papers. You closed the door and smelled the flowers, your favorite red roses. You look inside the bag and there lay in two boxes. You opened it. You opened it and saw a black dress with a note attached to it. Wear this black dress, beautiful. I will pick you up at 8. John King written with gold embossed initials. The other box and had earrings with another note. Diamonds are nothing compared to your beauty, but here the beauty of diamonds intensifies when you will wear them. Why would you wear all these? Who does he think he is? You let out a sigh and put the bag and flowers on the table before sitting on the couch. It's 7:55 p.m. already. You are not going anywhere. He can't just expect you to do what he says. You and Ava are sitting on the couch drinking coffee, talking about random things. But you both stop talking when the doorbell rang at exact 8 p.m. Wait, I will go open it, she said, standing up. No, you wait here. Let me check, you said in a hurried voice with a nervous smile. You first see through the peephole. A guy was wearing a black suit with headphones in his ear. He seemed like a bodyguard. When you didn't open the door, he knocked on the door and said, "Open the door, miss." What happened, Ryan? Who is it? You hear Eva's voice. You didn't say anything and opened the door. Yes, you said to the stranger. Miss Master is waiting for you. He said, looking at his watch. I don't want to go anywhere with him. You said, rolling your eyes. Miss, please listen to him. If you disobey, you cut him off. Look, if you don't go right now, I will call the police. Suddenly, he took his phone and handed it to you. It's Master. He wants to talk to you. I don't want to talk to him. Or are you dumb? You yelled, and that guy handed you his phone again. You sigh in annoyance. Why does he always have to interfere in your life? Hello, you said in an angry voice. For a sec, you only heard a breathing sound. Sweetheart, he said deeply. You don't know, but you can hear his breath as he is trying to control himself. I don't like to repeat Ryan, but I want you to wear that dress for me, or do you want me to remove your clothes? You cut him off, saying, who do you think you are, mister? I said, no, don't you get it? You said, being irritated. Ryan, don't provoke me. He said, his voice is deadly calm. Oh, it's me. You said sarcastically. You are the one who is provoking me. He didn't say anything for seconds. Your friend Eva. Do you want her to safely reach home? Don't you, my pretty girl? He said and chuckled darkly. You don't want her to be in an accident, do you? All your anger vanished and turned into fear hearing him threatening Eva's life. How cruel is this guy to threaten someone's life just because you refuse to go with him? Don't you dare. You stuttered. He chuckled and without saying anything, he cut the call. Why, and who is this guy? She asked, worriedly coming towards you. Eva, actually, you stuttered. I have some plan that I forgot. You look away when the look she gave you. It clearly shows that she is not convinced. She knew you were lying to her about the matter. Eva, please, you should go home. She hugged you and whispered, you will be safe, right? You nodded. Please call me once you reach home, and if something happens, send me the location. She let out a sigh and said okay in tiny. She grabbed her belongings and went out, glaring at that big muscular guy. So he wants you to wear this black dress. Staring at that black dress, you laughed, remembering his words. My beautiful Ryan wears this black dress for me. Fucking bastard. You scoffed and closed the door on the man's face and walked towards the bedroom after taking the belongings which Jungkook sent for you. You asshole, sure, I will wear this dress for you, but I have an idea in my mind. You wore a black dress, but not the one he said. This one was full length like a gown. It wasn't your size, it reached your toes with full sleeves, boat neck. You don't know why you wanted to do this, but maybe you wanted this little act of defense. He made you feel like he can make you do things that you don't want to, which you hated. Seeing yourself in the mirror, you didn't look good. It felt like you have worn someone else's dress, loose in fitting. It had a light black texture. It looked like old and faded. You looked old for your age and unfashionable. You applied black lipstick. It's good. Maybe he wants your body. Maybe he likes those who play hard. But once you get them, the game is over. Maybe all you need to do is to give him a little attention and show him you are not the girl he thinks you are. You see him opening the door of his Ferrari. He looked handsome, wearing a black Italian suit with Italian leather shoes. His hair is slicked back, your eyes remained blocked. He approached you, his step steady. You could smell the familiar cologne, the musk of a man. He stared at you, his gaze impassive. You like defying me, don't you, baby? He said, looking at the dress you wore. And you like interfering in people's business, don't you, Mr. John? You said with a sarcastic smile on your face. Sweetheart, you will always be the same. He chuckled. Always? What did he mean by that? You thought. And who said I'm interfering in people's business? They don't deserve my attention. This arrogant asshole. You said angrily when he hugged you all of a sudden. But you, sweetheart, you are mine. He said, hugging you tightly, his arms around your waist. You didn't say anything. His warmth seeps into you. You can hear his heartbeat. Hearing his heartbeat, you feel nervous, emotional. You don't know why for a sec you wanted to lose your eyes and get lost in the feel of being in this man's arms. For a sec, you didn't want to think about anything. You wanted to pretend that it's okay to lean on him in his embrace. He caressed your hairs, which unexpectedly calmed you down from your thoughts. You gulped, confusion clouded your mind. Let's go. His fingers trailed over your back to either side of your spine as his eyes held yours. He grabbed your wrist gently and made you sit in his black posture and closed the door. He walked towards the driver's seat and opened the door. He sat inside the car and started driving. You get into his car knowing you don't have a choice. You try to remember the roads you were driving on so you have an idea about the location. But he is driving so fast and all you see is forest surrounding the road. Where is he taking you? Isn't this the way to the forest? He's not planning to kill you, right? Is he taking you to an isolated place so he can bury your head? These thoughts were troubling you to the core. Don't worry, sweetheart, I won't hurt you, he said, glancing at you for a second with a smile on his face, a smile too fake. He put his hand on your thigh, squeezing it. You glared at him, trying to remove his hand. Remove your hand. He just ignored you, looking ahead, driving. The whole ride you tried to remove his hand, but his hand didn't even move an inch. As the car stopped, he came close to you. You backed away, shrinking into the seat as if it could cover you from his touch. You tried to lower your head, not wanting to face his intense gaze, frightening you, but a finger beneath your chin lifted your gaze to his. Never deny me for touching what's mine, sweetheart, he said in a commanding tone. I'm not yours, you whispered. He removed the seat belt. You will know whom you belongs to soon enough, he said with a smirk on his face. He touched your thigh, his hand trailing your inner thighs. He opened the door and gave you his hand. You refused to take it and walked out. You both walked through the greenery. He intertwined his hands with yours. Why does he always have to touch you? After walking for some seconds, you see lanterns hanging on trees, lights entangled in branches. This whole area is lit up with lanterns and candles and a table in between. It's beautiful. Hearing the sound of water falling, you walk to the right side. You see a beautiful waterfall flowing. It's peacefully calm here. The sound of water falling soothes you and calms your nerves. The hairs on the back of your neck stood up as you felt his breath. He was standing close behind you. Do you like it here? He whispered into your ear. You closed your eyes when he kissed your neck. You shivered not due to cold but due to his touch. You turned around looking into his eyes. I was forced to be here, you said, walking back to the table, but he caught your hand and jerked you around. Dance with me in the moonlight. You stumbled into his arms. He tugged you towards him. Your hands on his shoulder clinging to him. Why are you doing this to me? You said, being tensed. Don't you know what I want? He said, his head tilted, something dark passing between his eyes. You put your hands on his chest to move away from him, but he forced them to your side. I will never have sex with you. The words came out of your mouth involuntarily. Before you could stop, he spoke. Do you think sex is what I need from you? He said, his voice deep and dark. Believe me, sweetheart, sex is the most trivial thing I want from you. He said, tracing your lips with his thumb. I want to own your heart, your soul. His words chilled you to the core, feeling off balance and lightheaded. You force yourself to breathe. I don't just want to touch your skin, I want to touch your soul with my kiss. He said with a gaze, and you couldn't despair. You don't understand him at all, nor your feelings towards him. Whenever you look in his brown orbs, you feel like his dark soul calls for you. I want you everything. Your body stiffened when you felt his hand between your shoulder blade down to the curve of your lower back. Do you want me to say more, sweetheart? You felt intimidated by his presence, his words. Staring at him, you realize how serious he is. He wasn't the type of man to ask, he takes what he wants. He screamed control power, but you would be damned if you let him tell you what he wants you to do. And I want you out of my life. You said. He just smiled. You can never have me, you understand? You yelled at him angrily, seeing a mockery smile on his face as if he thinks you are joking. You felt frustrated seeing his smile. It feels like a slap on your face, but why is it cause you are lying to yourself?